We'd like you folks to give him a real nice welcome here tonight as we call him Guy Cadere.
Get a kick out of this one? It's all about an old gray mule. It goes something like this.
Now Johnson's had an old gray mule, his name was Simon Slick. He'd wall his eyes and switch his tail, and how that mule could kick. He took him down to the foot of the hill to try him out one day. Every time he'd hit that mule, that old gray mule would say, the mule would say, he-yows, 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 hurt him down the way. Now this old muley kicked to his dying breath. He stuck his hind leg down his throat and he kicked himself to death, that mule would say.
Hold him now.
He-yows, 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 hurt him down the way.
I thank you.
Oh, we have somebody right here. Maybe that's what the noise. Hi. Hi, how are you?
Fine, just fine.
Well, I'm sure glad somebody came up. I was certain there was a girl's voice, but you don't look like a girl to me. I'm having a little problem. I have a Spanish song that I would like to sing for the folks, and can you speak Spanish, by the way?
No, I speak English better than Spanish.
Well, I need somebody that could speak Spanish, that could translate a Spanish song into English.
I used to be living in Cuba.
Now, wait a minute. You used to be living in Cuba?
I come to Canada from Cuba.
Well, I hope that you don't get angry at me, but I'll tell you something. To me, you don't even look like a Cuban.
Oh.
You don't look like a Cuban at all.
Yes, well, it's very embarrassing for me because my family come to Cuba from Poland.
Your family come to Cuba from Poland?
From Poland.
Oh, I see. Then you come to Canada from Cuba, is that it?
That's right.
I see. Well, it's very interesting. But now that you're here, you know, I'm awfully sorry. I even forgot to ask what your name was.
Oh, name.
What is your name,
They
by
call
the way?
me Charlie.
Mr. Charlie, how do you do?
It's Jack Mosky.
Oh,
See,
Mr.
Jack-
Charlie Jackimowski,
No.
eh? Right.
No, that's not the whole name. Not the whole name. It's Jack Mosky.
Mr.
See?
Jackimowski,
Jack-
right?
No, not the
No?
whole name.
Not the whole
It's Jack Mosky.
Okay,
See?
Mr. Jackimowski,
Jack-
right?
No. You Jack, you shut up, you M, then you hold, then you out.
Now, wait a minute. I asked for someone that could translate Spanish into English. Now, you came out here, and I need
English,
some...
you know, I'm taking a course in English literature in the University, Calgary.
Now, wait a minute. You mean to stand here and tell me that you come all the way from Calgary to Yellowknife here?
Oh, yeah, I go to university, Calgary.
You go to university in Calgary, and I suppose you'll mean to tell me that this is your uniform, your university uniform. You know, I happen to know a lot of students in university. I have never seen anybody dressed up like that. No, sir.
Well, I'm taking a nighttime course.
You're taking a nighttime course?
Yeah, nighttime. They wouldn't have me the daytime. I gotta go to school at night.
Oh, I see. Well, what do you do all day long?
Oh, daytime working.
You're working in the
working,
daytime?
nighttime going to school.
Oh, I see. Where do you work, by the way?
Working in a big building. Yes, big building.
You're working in a big building, but where?
In Calgary, it's a great
Well,
big building.
I know, but Calgary is full of big buildings. Where do you work? Tell us, just where do you
Well,
work?
it's south side of Calgary. You know, south side is great.
I know, but there are a lot of big buildings on the south side of Calgary too. But tell us exactly, where do you work?
It's way out on the farm. It's way out.
Oh, wait a minute. I think I know where you mean. You mean you're working in that new factory on the south side of
in
Calgary
the
on the McLeod
factory,
Trail, eh?
yeah.
Well, why didn't you say so? You know, I drove by there just the other day. It's a nice, big, impressive building, and I was kind of wondering what the people manufacture out there, what they do. But now that you're here, tell us, what do you folks manufacture in that factory?
Oh, yes, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tell us.
Yeah.
Oh, don't be afraid. Go ahead. Come on, tell
Yeah.
us. Well, come up to the microphone and tell us, what do you manufacture there? Well, don't be shy. Come on, tell us, what do you manufacture in the factory? Don't be afraid. You know, tell us, what do you make out there?
Oh. Yeah, well, why didn't you say so? Yes, we're making manure.
Now, wait a minute. That's not nice. It's not nice to talk that way. Can't you see there are a lot of nice folks here tonight? You come up saying you make manure. That's not funny. If anybody should happen to ask you from now on what you make in a factory, you could tell them nicely. You could also, or always, tell them very politely. You could tell them, well, for example, tell them we manufacture fertilizer. There, that's a nice way to tell them.
Well, it took me 6 months to say manure. Yeah. Now I gotta learn to say fertilizer. Big
Now,
deal.
wait a minute. Come here. You know, I asked for someone here that would be good enough to come up on a stage that could interpret Spanish into English. You came out here, but you're not helping me, so I'm afraid I'll have to go ask you, sit down, watch the show. I'm going to try and get somebody else.
No,
I believe
listen,
there's one of the school
listen,
teachers
now
or
that
girls
I'm
that
here,
wanted to come up.
now that I'm here, I want to sing a song for the folks.
Who, you?
Yeah.
Now, wait a minute.
I want to sing a song.
You want to sing a song for the folks?
For the folks.
Now, look, I don't believe these folks come to hear you sing.
Yeah,
No, I don't think so.
you want to hear me sing a song? I think somebody wants to hear me sing a song. Well, before I sing a song, I usually do some commercials.
Some what?
Some commercials.
Just wait a minute. Where do you think you are, on radio?
Well, just like on the radio and television. Oh, there's commercials. There's lots of them. There's some about Pepsi Cola, and there's some about Double Mint Gum, and there's some about Colgate Palmolive, and a whole bunch. I want to do something for you right now. This one here is about Pepsi Cola. It goes like this, Pepsi Cola. Pepsi Cola hits the spot, 12 fluid ounces, that's a lot. Has no taste, has no smell. There's a nickel shot there. Here's one about Double Mint Gum. It goes like this. Double your pleasure, double your fun. It's better to have 2 women than one. How about the Colgate Comedy Hour? Oh, use X-Lax, the foaming cleanser.
Now, wait a minute. That's not... It's Ajax. Don't you know the difference? Look, before you mess up our whole show, we will have to do something different. Who, him? Is that right, eh? Eleanor tells me that when she went back, this fellow came from the basement and asked her if he could sing here tonight. He told Eleanor that he took singing lessons for 5 years, eh? Well, I don't think it did him any good, but anyway, that's what he told Eleanor. And she also said, after he completed his singing lessons, she also said, what is the big idea of standing out there and scratching yourself like that? Can't you see they're laughing at you? That's not nice. Why do you do that?
Because they're creeping up on me.
Well, keep your hands in your pockets. Okay. And after he completed his singing lessons, he was going to tour all of Canada. He was going to make his musical debut in Vancouver.
Just a minute. It's debut.
What's debut?
The word that you said, you pronounced it wrong. It's
I didn't
pronounced
pronounce
debut.
anything wrong. I said he was going to make his musical debut in Vancouver.
I know that's not right. It's debut.
The word that I was telling these folks is spelled D-E-B-U-T.
I know how it's
All right, then. D-E is pronounced. D-B-U-t is pronounced. But the word is debut.
It is not.
It is too. It's
debut.
debut. He was going to
No,
make...
it
Yes,
isn't.
it is.
Debut.
He was going to make his
No.
musical...
Si vous voulez parler le français, le mot est début. Allez maintenant.
Wait a minute. Will you quit fooling around? You
Look,
stay
I'd
right...
better make the announcement. You're getting all mixed up.
I'm not mixed up. I started making the announcement and she interfered.
Well, look,
Now
it's a
you're
French word.
interfering.
I can speak French.
Look, why
I
don't you stay
can
back
make
here? I'm going to make the announcement.
Oh, look, why don't you let him make
Look,
it?
I said I'm going to make the announcement. You just stand back
Look,
there.
all I want to do is
And I
make an
said no.
announcement.
I'm going to make the announcement.
Just-
You stay right over here.
Who do you think you are?
What do you mean? What are you talking about? I am the boss, and I'm going to make the
Whoa,
announcement.
boss.
Yes.
All right, big boss. If you're the boss, what are we?
What
You
do you
guys?
call us?
What are we?
I don't know. I guess you're nothing.
Yeah, that makes him the boss over nothing.
You quit acting smart and just stay where you belong. Because the only reason... How many times do I have to tell you not to scratch yourself in there? Why do you do that?
Mabel's chasing Edgar this time.
Now look, are you going to listen to me? Now,
All
you
right,
didn't
I
have to get angry at me before because the only reason that I didn't let you make that announcement, but you are not even listening to what I'm saying.
Yes, I'm listening.
Then what are you doing with that tie?
I'm smelling my tie.
Why would anybody want to smell his tie? Tell me.
Because I got my own brand of perfume on it.
Your own
Yeah.
brand of perfume, eh?
That's my own brand of perfume, see?
And just what do you call that perfume?
I call this behind the barn, $2 a load.
Now listen, are you going to listen to me?
All right, I'm listening.
Now look, you didn't have to get angry at me before, because the only reason that I didn't let you make that announcement is because when you're talking to the folks, when you're addressing the public, you've got to make sure that your English is impeccable.
Yeah.
That's why.
Becca, who?
Elder, you try and explain it to him.
Look, stupid. Anytime you use a contraction more than 3 times in one sentence, make sure it's not a colloquialism.
That's right.
Oh, that's good.
You mean you still don't know what we're trying to explain to
I
you?
don't understand those great big long words.
All right, I'll tell you what you do wrong in short words. Now look, ever since you come on the stage, you've been using the word, oh yeah, ain't, and ain't.
I
All right.
like ain't. I've been using ain't for a long time. I like ain't.
But there's no such word as ain't.
There ain't.
Look, the word's not ain't. The word's isn't. Get that through your head. The word's not ain't, the word's isn't. For example, if you were going to use it in a sentence, you wouldn't use the word ain't. You'd say, well, isn't that light pretty? There.
That light there ain't even on.
I know, but you're still using the word ain't. Look, you were talking to these folks here just a few minutes ago, and I noticed, and Eleanor noticed, that you used ain't 3 times in one sentence.
Oh, that's bad, ain't?
Why, sure it's bad. It just can't be done.
Look, what if I was gonna say, ain't the paint quaint?
So what?
Yeah. Well, what would I have to say? Isn't the peasant quizzing? I don't get you at all.
Look, do you think that you're smart talking that way?
I'm smart. I went right through school.
You went right through school,
I
eh?
went right through school, right in the front door and out the back door.
And I suppose you figure you're pretty smart talking that way.
I'm smarter than you are.
You're smarter than...
I'm smarter
Did
than
you
you
hear
are.
what he
Yes,
said?
yes.
I'm going to find out if he's actually that smart. If you figure you're smarter than I am, then you wouldn't mind if I asked you a few questions.
Any question you want, go right ahead.
Or perhaps I'm going to make it easier on you. I'll spell you some words first, and you tell me what they are.
Okay, any word you want.
All right, I'll make it real easy, so listen carefully. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, here's your first one. What does O-N-I-O-N spell?
That spells union.
No, maybe I spelled it too fast for you. I'll spell it again. What does O-N-I-O-N spell? What word does it spell?
It still spells union.
You know, I feel sorry for you, but I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll spell it for you once more. In fact, I'll even do better than that. I'll give you a little hint. Now, this O-N-I-O-N spells a certain vegetable that you should never eat before you take your best girlfriend out on a date. There.
Oh, I know what that is. That's beans. Smart. I'm going to ask you some questions.
You're going to ask me something.
I'm going to ask you
All
some.
right.
Do you drive a car?
Yeah.
Okay, how do you know if your battery is connected backwards in your car?
Well, that's easy. The amp meter doesn't work.
No, your horn sucks instead of blows. Hey, what kind of a dog has no tail?
Come on, every dog's got a tail.
A hot dog's got no tail.
Now, look, you came out here about 20 minutes ago to sing a song for these folks, and all you've been doing is fooling around. So will you come up here and sing the song?
Yeah, well, I want to sing a song for the girl that lived next door to me in the hotel last night.
You want to sing a song for the girl that lived next door to you in a hotel last
Yeah,
night?
she lived next door in the hotel and she loves chocolate bars.
And she likes chocolate bars,
Yeah,
eh?
she really likes chocolate
I suppose you went over to her room to give her chocolate bars?
No, I didn't go to her room.
You mean she came over to your room to get chocolate bars?
No, she didn't come to my room.
Just a minute. You say that you want to sing a song for a girl that lived next door to you in a hotel last night?
Yeah, she lived next door in the hotel.
All right, and you say that she loves chocolate bars?
Oh, yeah, she's crazy about her. She really likes chocolate bars.
All right, and you say that you never went to her room to give her chocolate bars?
No, I didn't go to her room.
And she didn't come to your room to get chocolate bars?
No, she didn't come to my room.
Well, then how do you know that she likes chocolate bars?
Well, because all night long she kept saying, "Oh, Henry! Oh, Henry!" You know, I got locked out of my room last
You
night,
got locked
too.
out of your room?
I got locked right out of
How
my
can
room.
anybody get locked out of his room?
Well, I went to the place with the hole in the floor. I come back to my room. My key was locked inside my room. I couldn't get in.
So what did you do?
Well, I went to the door next door to me, and I knocked on the door.
Yeah?
And a beautiful lady comes to the door.
A nice lady?
Yeah, this lovely lady comes to the door.
Well, when she opened the door and saw you standing there, what did she say?
She said, "Yes." I didn't even ask her.
Now, look, for the last time, are you going to sing the song you promised these folks? They
Yeah,
want to
there's
hear
a
you
nice
sing.
blonde girl sitting right out here. Right there, and I want to sing her a nice romantic
You want to
song.
sing that blonde girl a nice song, eh?
romantic type song.
You
She's
like
a
it?
nice-looking girl. Really, yeah.
Okay. That's about time that you start singing something. Well, you tell us what you're going to sing.
Okay,
and we're
yeah,
going to
good.
carry on.
Just for you. It's a song called, it's called She Couldn't Wear Her Mother's Girdle because she didn't have the guts.
What is the big idea? Embarrassing these nice young girls here tonight. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Look, you're going to sing that song you promised these folks right now. You're going to sing it for your own girlfriend, and you're not going to embarrass
my
any more
girlfriend?
girls here. Yes, for your girlfriend.
My girlfriend and I broke up.
You and your girlfriend broke up.
Yeah, we broke up.
Well, what happened?
Well, I was going with a nice Spanish girl
You were going with a nice Spanish
with
girl.
blue eyes.
Nice blue-eyed senorita.
One night I was out with her, you know what she asked me?
No, what did she ask you?
She said, "You kiss me, yes?" I said, "No."
She said, no.
And she asked me a second time. She said, "You kiss me, yes?" I said, "I should say not." And she asked me a third time. She said, "You kiss me, yes?" I said, "Why should I?" She said, "Senor, that's the way we make love in Mexico."
Well, I don't see anything wrong with that, so what did you tell her?
I said, "I got news for you. That's the way we hold a job in Yellowknife."
Now, look, you stay right over there. Eleanor, how would you like to get him to sing a song for his girlfriend? All I know about her is that she's got nice blue eyes, so maybe a song with blue eyes in it.
Blue eyes. Let me think now. Oh, how about that old song? You know, I'm thinking tonight of my blue eyes.
I'll ask him. Hey, come here. Do you know this old song called I Am Thinking Tonight of My Blue Eyes? It goes, I am thinking tonight of my blue eyes. Who's sailing far over the sea?
Yeah.
You know that one?
Oh, yeah, yeah, I
Okay,
know it.
you come up here and sing that song for your own girlfriend. Don't fool around anymore. Come up just like a great big recording star that sings on television, radio, records, and just really sing it
Just
out.
like on my record player.
I don't care how, just sing. Don't fool around anymore.
No, I'll sing the song.
All right.
Yeah, I'll sing.
That's good.
I'm thinking tonight. It's a pretty good song, isn't it? You can grab a fistful of the gear G. What gear was that?
This here. That was G flat.
Oh, you just play it straight. I'll flat it myself. That's pretty, isn't it? I'm thinking tonight of my blue eye, blue eye, blue eye, blue eye. Who's sailing far over the sea, the sea, the sea, the sea. I'm thinking tonight of my blue eye, blue eye, blue eye. And I wonder if she ever thinks of me. When the cold, cold grave shall enclose me, won't you come, love, and shed just one tear, and tell all the people standing round you that the heart you have broken lies here. I'm thinking tonight, oh my blue eyes, who's sailing far over the sea. I'm thinking tonight, oh my blue eyes, and I wonder if she ever thinks of me. When the cold, cold grave shall enclose me, won't you come, love, and shed just one tear, and tell all the people standing round you that the heart you have broken tonight. Silent sorrow, courtesy. Sing tonight. If she ever thinks of me.